Hello everyone, we are live. Bader versus Machida. Bader versus Machida 2. Is anybody in here picking Lyoto? Seems like pretty much everyone was picking Bader. Looks like all the, if anybody typed on here before 5:33, it's been erased from the chat, so sorry. Happy Friday, Billy. Billy says, happy Friday, you filthy animals. Hey, good to see you, my friend. Shoot, I think I accidentally put, I don't know how, but I accidentally deleted all of your messages, RW. I apologize. I hope, oh, I accidentally hit him. Oh, man. Unhide user on this channel. I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry. RW. I was sliding on my phone, and then I just looked down, and it says RW has been hidden by Fights of Friends. That was total accident, man. Billy says, I got my first vaccine dose yesterday, so I'm tired and arm is sore. Hey, well, congrats. I know you want to go to sporting events and stuff, Billy. My kids are getting their first one coming up here. My wife just got her second one of the Pfizer, and she's pretty drained for a couple days, I guess, but she's doing all right now. I got both doses of Pfizer, all good so far. Nice, good, JD. Glad you're doing well afterwards. I know not everyone is. I don't know yet if I will get it because I don't get flu shots. I'm just one of those weird people that do not have a good reaction to them. Like, I'm better off getting the flu. Got the Moderna shot. Feels like any flu shot I've ever got. Just made me sleepy and arm is sore. Yeah, I know that, Billy. That sucks. Had it twice. Hopefully flying to Vegas to meet up with Mike and Wyatt to take over the MMA coverage game. Absolutely, man. Welcome, Sultan. Good to see Sultan back in. Sultan back in again, man. Missed you. Hadn't seen you in a while. So I think you were here in the last stream and the stream before, but I didn't see you for a while. I totally agree, Billy. Bellator being on Showtime, much better, man. Much better. What's up, David Kellers? Billy, I'm having the same experience with the shot. My arm is sore and don't have a lot of energy. Yes, like the flu shot. What's up, Vince? What do you think? Go to Showtime and get a free trial. Yeah, we can't show the fights on YouTube, man. We do a fight companion. I do a play-by-play, and I interact with you guys in the chat. Unfortunately, legally, that's the best I can do for you. Okay, Zoltan. Everybody knows. Everybody's got an opinion on it, though. I mean, there's reasons I'm not taking it, but I mean, I certainly understand. I understand everybody's situation, whether they took it or not. I have absolutely no judgment one way or the other. What's up, Charles Thiel? Good to see you. Hey, 18 people in here already. Putting this timer on here really works. It just gives everybody, you come in, if you do come in early, it's 15 minutes, or it was 10 minutes this time, to go into the chat and say hi to each other and talk, and then when I come in, I don't have to repeat myself, or people don't have to hear me repeating myself. Because more people are in. What's up, New Brett and Polly? Good to see you. Today, the Pfizer version. It's all good. Sorry, yeah, I apologize again, though, RW. I felt bad. Can't wait for some early UFC tomorrow for us UK fans. I'm happy for you guys. I just realized today that the UFC early prelims tomorrow start at 8 a.m. Pacific. So man, I was pretty surprised by that. I didn't realize it would be quite so early because it's an ABC card. So I figured, man, they're not going to expect us lazy fight fans to wake up at, to be watching at 8 a.m. I will most likely still be at work at 8, but man, I'm going to get out of there as quickly as I can. Hey, Sam302, I'm doing well, man. Just, here watching fights with you guys. So, doing very well. Been 5 days since first dose of Moderna. Still have a sore knot in my left armpit. Well, I hope the second one isn't bad on you, because that's what I'm mostly hearing from people. You guys know. You guys have all heard. Everybody knows people that have gotten it if you haven't gotten it. You kind of know the experience and what everybody's thoughts and everything on it is. But more importantly, while we were all waiting, we had a super chat. Nuka-Cola nuked the tip jar before we even started, through the first tip of the day out there, getting us started with a little Alexander Hamilton. I'll spare you, and I won't sing the song from the musical, but oh man, my kids were a huge, well, still a huge fan of that musical. Charles, that's a normal symptom. Did you see Henry Cejudo and Floyd is in? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I hope Floyd keeps playing with fire as he gets older, and I hope one of these guys catches him. And it's not going to count against his record. But it's like, well, you know, I say that, but I'll try not to be too much of a hypocrite, because if I was in his case, if I was in his position and people would pay me millions of dollars to come out and fight people in exhibitions, hell yeah, I'm doing that too. I thought he was fighting one of the Paul brothers. The one that Ben Askren is not. Why don't they just do a tag team match? Why don't they do Floyd Mayweather and Ben Askren versus the Paul brothers? I appreciate your opinion, Daniel. Unfortunately, I can't repeat those opinions because they're not the opinions of Google and YouTube, and they'll get me in trouble. All right. How do you think it goes down, Billy? How do you think tonight's goes down? Between Bader or Machida, and we got some females in here tonight too. The ladies, Liz Carmouche, returning tonight. Kat Zingano returning tonight. That's right, RW. Violence. MMA friends for the hardcore MMA fans. No casual fans allowed. That is right, New Brett and Polly. Well, if they're patient, maybe they can learn something. Am I still a Jorge fan? I've always been a Jorge fan. For me, he hasn't done enough for me to not be a fan. Do I wish he would have taken some other fights? Sure. Maybe I'm missing something, though. Am I mad at Kamaru Usman am I mad at Masvidal because Kamaru Usman called him out as champion and he's taking the fight? No. Am I mad that he hasn't instead ran after a Colby Covington fight that is, probably, about just as hard? I think Covington and Usman, honestly, if those guys fight 4 times, they might go 2-2. That first fight was so close. Filming a Bader win, but Machida is a legend. Yeah, I love Machida, man. He gave us so many highlights. Askren would carry Floyd. All right, there's the rest of the card. Liz Carmouche versus Vanessa Porto at flyweight. Adam Borics, I really like watching that guy. 16-1 versus Jeremy Kennedy at featherweight. Kat Zingano taking on 4-1 Olivia Park. Goiti Yamauchi versus Dan Moret will get us kicked off at lightweight. That Yamauchi, I am really happy to see him fighting right now, and they're about to make their way down to the cage right now. Are you still a Jorge fan, or were you, Chris Jackson? Kat Zingano is a smoke show, says Daniel. I think Bader will win, but people are sleeping on Machida. I'm not sleeping on him, but I'm leaning towards Bader. And here he comes, 10 out of 14 wins by knockout or submission, 3 knockouts, 7 subs. Dan Moret. Definitely not a household name. But he can finish a lot of guys. I don't give him a lot of chance tonight, though, because Yamauchi is a stud. And make no mistake, sometimes, especially in Bellator and boxing, not so much in the UFC, but it does happen. Some fighters are supposed to lose. Dan is supposed to lose tonight. And I think Dan knows that. Like I said, this is a Yamauchi showcase fight. This is maybe to bring in the younger fans, the Japanese fans. Just 28 years old, and Yamauchi, man, this guy is super entertaining. Tied for 10th most fights in Bellator with 15. 20 of 25 wins by submission. Beard always comes back with vengeance. Chris, yeah. Oh, yeah, I shaved the other day, but yeah. My wife was already telling me, why don't you shave before that gets out of control? Like Jorge, but he does not deserve a rematch. Should be Colby for the belt. Exactly how I feel, RW. And honestly, if you got him in a room with no cameras, I think he would say the same thing. I think he realizes it. All right, Yamauchi 25-4, Dan Moret 14-6. Moret 6 years older at 34. Moret 2 inches taller at 6 feet. But Yamauchi will have the reach advantage, inch and a half reach advantage with 74 inches. All right, guys, it is the second ever Showtime Bellator MMA show. Out of the blue corner. And his Bellator debut, 14-6 as a professional with 10 finishes. Out of Scottsdale, Arizona, Dan Moret. Subbed, I'm looking for a live stream. This channel seems cool AF. Well, thank you, Daniel Carlin. Hey, glad to have you, man. Out of the red corner. In the Bellator history books, he has the most submissions in history with 8. 25-4 as a professional. He is the number 3 ranked flyweight in Bellator. Goiti Yamauchi. Dan Mergliotta is the referee. And there we go. Moret took this fight on short notice, so I didn't see the odds, but I imagine Wyatt Matheson, if he's in here, he was watching the odds and probably cherry-picked this one if it wasn't too crazy. Nice inside leg kick there from Yamauchi. And Yamauchi, nice inside leg kick there from Moret. Yamauchi with the reach advantage tonight. He already is very good at using that reach from his stance. Now, if you're Moret, oh, nice spin kick there from Yamauchi. Spin kick to the body there. If you're Moret, you do realize Yamauchi, he puts a lot of weight on that front leg. And there's a leg kick from Moret, but Goiti going for the takedown. Moret reversing it, pushing Yamauchi on his ass. And oh, a big 1-2 from Moret! And Yamauchi is down. Yamauchi immediately clinches. He might have gotten hurt there. It's hard to tell how bad he was hurt, but Moret immediately going to work with 3 knees to the body there. Another knee there from Moret. Oh, looks like Moret was almost going to go for the sweep there, but I'm not so sure Yamauchi's, got his legs completely underneath him. Oh, and there's that inside leg kick again. Like I said, Yamauchi, he puts a lot of weight on that lead leg. Oh, and Yamauchi going for the head kick. Almost getting it. Goiti, he is a submission master. Oh, flying knee attempt there from Goiti, and then he pulls guard. This is where he wants to be. Oh, and Moret with the ground and pound. Dan Moret, leading up to this fight, said he wanted Yamauchi to try to take him down. He said, I want to test that submission game. He said, I'm not afraid of it. So, he's obviously got a game plan. I'm sure he's watched some tape. That's all nice until you get a jiu-jitsu expert on your back and Yamauchi looking for the backpack here. Moret getting up. I was rewatching Machida versus Evans the other day. I forgot how accurate Machida was. Phenomenal, says Sam302. Yeah, he was something special, man. Especially for a short amount of time. He was very good. Fights were supposed to be on BBC in the UK tonight. Queen's husband, Prince Philip, died, so they moved it to YouTube because BBC is controlled by UK royals. Well, I mean, I'm glad you get to watch it on YouTube. So that part's good. But yeah, I don't try to be, mean or definitely make light of anyone's death. But you seen Prince Philip? I seen him. I seen a picture of him like a month ago at 99 years old. I guarantee you, when Prince Philip realized that he was dying, nobody was happier about that than Prince Philip. That guy looked like he was dead for 3 months. Now he needs to go on another retreat. He looks soft. He's not fight ready. Yeah, they're just showing tributes on BBC instead. Well, thanks for the sub, Daniel. Yes, welcome to the family. Make sure and hit the like button, guys. If you like what you see here, it does help us out. And Yamauchi working on the backpack here, basically just getting some control time here because Moret trying to flip him off here. Not like you would to somebody on the freeway, but trying to slide Yamauchi off him. I should say Yamauchi still got a wrist. Maybe a Kimura here. Yamauchi, I don't believe, is going to get Moret with a Kimura. No, and Moret sits down on it. Good job there, Dan. It'll be interesting to see how people score this. I would not be surprised that Moret with some good ground and pound here. I would not be surprised if at least one of these judges gives it to Yamauchi. Even though he really never had a good grip for that submission. And Dan Moret floored him. I got to give that to Dan Moret. Because I think he hurt Yamauchi. I could see it both ways. But, Yamauchi never had a serious submission attempt. Where I felt that Moret was in trouble at all. So with the knockdown and the defense and everything, I got to give the round to Dan Moret. Ricky, this is just a fight play-by-play companion. Yeah, thank you, though. RW found a stream, but I'm keeping this on for the background commentary. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it, sir. That's the Shotokan Karate. It teaches you how to strike properly. What's up, Arcade Chaos? Hey, I seen a comment earlier when the stream was open, Arcade. You asked if you said something offensive that I deleted your chats. I didn't delete any of your comments earlier, so I'm not sure what happened there. And there, once again, Big John McCarthy often disagrees with me on the scoring. Nice lefty hand there from Yamauchi. Good 1-2 there from Goiti Yamauchi. I could see, I guess, how you gave the first round from Yamauchi. I just felt like Dan Moret. I felt like that knockdown and the leg kicks were more important than Yamauchi's submission attempts. Good takedown there from Yamauchi. Yeah, the man looked like a zombie. RW. Seattle Mike, you covering Paul versus Askren? I believe it's at the same time as Kelvin Gastelum and Robert Whittaker, is it not, that night? So I'll be in and out of both, but I definitely will be doing some UFC coverage that night too. Oh, Billy Eustace, Jake Paul fight will be covered, yes. Yeah, I promised Billy we would be doing that. So we'll be doing Jake Paul versus Ben Askren that night, and we will go back and forth between the UFC, during the previews. But then we'll definitely give our time to the Paul versus Askren fight when it comes. And Yamauchi, he's got a great guillotine. Oh, there he goes. He's locking it in. He's got a professional guillotine. A lot of guys know how to do a guillotine. They've seen it on an instructional video or an old YouTube video from an old UFC. But Goiti Yamauchi is one of the few guys that can really submit modern-day professionals with that guillotine. Moret easily got out of it, though. Yamauchi picking up Moret, not able to get him down there, but Yamauchi definitely dominating this round. Sorry, but no damn sticking for me. They can give me to someone who wants. Oh yeah, I hear you, Ricky Ricardo. Like I said, I'm allergic to flu shots, so yeah, I've been kind of waiting on the sideline. Not a problem. I'm good. Good. Anyone see the new boxing video game, ESBC? No, I didn't. ESBC, is it for all the systems, RW? I am excited immediately, man. I am very excited. I've been really wanting a new boxing game, and I really wanted to give UFC 4 a chance, and it's fun to sit down every once in a while. It's just kind of, I don't play a lot of games, so just to sit down and play in like a cool venue or something like that, it's okay for that, but I could see how somebody who games very much would not get a lot of replay value out of UFC 4. It doesn't seem as good as 3 or 2. And Yamauchi's got the hooks in, looking for the submission here. With just over a minute to go left in the second. Robert versus Kelvin should be fire. Absolutely. Yeah, all consoles and PC. Beautiful. What's it called? I am excited. You know what I'm really excited about, though, and I need this more for my overgrown COVID gut. God, see, now I can blame it on that. I was fat before COVID, but now I can blame it on COVID. Just get rid of it, and, a lot of people never know any difference. You guys will know, though. No, I want that VR boxing game. I think the thrill of the fight, that looks very good. I've heard really good things about that on Oculus Rift. I've just one thing after another. I've been wanting to get a Oculus Rift, but one thing after another comes up for us financially, and I end up having to push it off. But eventually I'll get one. Esports Boxing Club, it's called. I don't like the name, but as long as it's a good boxing game, I'm happy. And nice ground and pound there from Goiti Yamauchi. Easy 10-9 there for Yamauchi. So some of these judges may have it 2018 for Yamauchi. Game looks fun. Whatever happened to the new fight night they're supposed to be making? I'm not sure any of a lot of those rumors were completely from EA. I had seen a lot of rumors out there. I don't know that EA ever said for sure that they were bringing it out, though. There were certainly enough people asking for it that you would assume it would be popular. Steve Cunningham versus Frank Mir is on the Jake Paul undercard. R.I.P. Frank Mir. He was a good man. Yeah, they have sent some top fighters to the game like Lomachenko, Terrence Crawford, Usyk, and more. Nice. That's good to see. Speaking of that, it sounds like Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao is in the works. Speaking of boxing, Yamauchi immediately shooting for the takedown. Moret, good sprawl there, ends up on top and decides to get out. Yamauchi scrambles and back to the center of the cage. This is where Moret wants it. Yamauchi countered him, though, as Moret tries a flying knee there. Oh, Yamauchi touched Moret on the head with that head kick. He didn't have a lot of power on it, but he touched him with it. I'd like to see Yamauchi throw more body kicks. I'm not sure he has the power that high. Moret 2 inches taller. I mean, it's pretty tough to land a head kick on a guy 2 inches taller than you, but he does have long legs for his frame. Yamauchi, he's got that perfect fighter's body, similar to like a Bruce Lee. Exactly the opposite of me. Long limbs and short body. I mean, it's really a perfect frame. 5'10", about 3 inches taller than Bruce was, but you got those very long limbs, and then with the short body, smaller target. There's some bodies that are just better for fighting. Nice knee to the body there from Yamauchi. Clinches Moret up against the fence. And Moret dropping down. What's up, Jonk? Hey, I'm doing good, man. Glad that we got some Bellator to watch. How are you doing? Ivan Redkoch versus Regis Prigais is co-main on Jake Paul card. Then Cunningham versus Mir and Joe Foyner versus Raycon. This opening fight, main card. Well, it's good to finally see a good main undercard on a boxing event. That's something that these, and I'm not shy to call them freak shows. An MMA fighter who's never had a fight against a YouTube star who's got legitimate boxing skills now. I know he's been training, and some people take offense with that, but he's gotten the skills out there to where, he's definitely getting more notoriety because of being a YouTube guy, but he's a legitimate boxer now. All right, guys, next Friday on Bellator, same time, Nemkov versus Davis 2 and Anderson versus Yagshimorodov. Tonight, the opening fight of the light heavyweight Grand Prix here in Bellator. Next week, we get 2 more of the fights. They just seem to be going through all the weight classes of Grand Prix now. I mean, you find something that works, and it works. Nice knees here from Moret, but this is getting to be a hard round to score. Not a lot of action. And look at the throw. Beautiful Uchimata there from Moret. That was a great judo throw from Dan Moret. WrestleMania doing a 2-night card again this year. When is WrestleMania? By the way, for those wrestling fans, I only watch WrestleMania. And I've streamed it here, I think, the last 3 years. I used to watch wrestling when I was younger. And I'm not saying I wouldn't watch more events, especially when the crossover UFC stars get in there. But I have to pick and choose my sports. It's a lot of time anymore. Running a business. Yeah, I got lost interest in the WWE years ago. few decades ago I did, man, but I like I said, I like the show of WrestleMania. And I would be interested in watching a Royal Rumble, to be honest, too. That's a great show. Judges have plexiglass shields in front of them and people are sitting 2 feet behind them. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sometimes they're just ridiculous about this. I mean, and I get it in a way. They're trying to do what they can, I guess, to protect people. But sometimes it's just like, what are you doing? And Yamauchi going for an armbar here. Moret doing a good job of blocking this. But this is making this fight harder to score. Oh, and Yamauchi is going to end up on top, back, and hooks, making this fight even harder to judge. Guys, I hate to do this. I think I've maybe done it 5 times ever, called a draw round. But guys, I gotta call this a draw. I got it. I gave the first round to Moret. I gave the second round to Yamauchi. And I made the third round a draw. I couldn't, I couldn't give it either one of those guys this fight from that round. I couldn't do it. Yeah, R.I.P. DMX. That was a sad thing, RW. I know he'd been in rehab last year, and from what I understand, from anything I understand, from what it seems like, that that's a cost of quarantine, of everything being locked down, possibly his death, because it seems like that's why he relapsed. He may have relapsed anyways, but just a sad thing. I definitely like listening to some DMX, and I'm hitting the bag, or any kind of workout, some of the best workout songs ever. What's up, Adam Allen? Where my dog's at? R.I.P. DMX. Yes, R.M.P. DMX, man. It's sad. Tomorrow? You saying WrestleMania's tomorrow? Oh, shit. Well, tomorrow's a real early UFC. Well, I don't think I'll be doing WrestleMania this year if it's this weekend. Because we finally have some sunshine here in Seattle after, I don't think we had 3 days without rain in the last 8 months easy. And we're supposed to have 10 straight days of sunshine starting tomorrow. So, Dan Moret outstruck Yamauchi 33-18. Outpunched him 17-10. I got it a draw. Does anybody have this for Moret? Like I said, I gave Moret the first round, Yamauchi the second, and the third round a draw. He's a legitimate boxer. Dude fights guys with no boxing skills. 29-28 Yamauchi. 29-28 Moret. And you see Yamauchi raise his eyebrows surprisingly. 29-28. But split decision. Dan Moret. And Yamauchi very upset. I don't hate that decision. I know most people are going to. And John McCarthy, I agree with him with the fact that they're definitely, definitely having people judge fights that don't understand it. But I would have been fine with that fight going either way. Like I said, I called it a draw. Chuck Liddell didn't do a boxing match either. Oh man, Chuck in his prime, Chuck could have knocked some guys out in boxing. I'm confident of that. That guy just had that God-given power back in the day. He also did have a blind spot for looping punches, though, so I guess you got to take that with a grain of salt. RK Chaos still talking about Paul. I'm sure the Paul brothers, I know he is strong and he can box, but we got to see his chin tested. We got to see him against the real puncher. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm not saying he's good neither. That's kind of how I feel. Ben Askren's not going to touch that chin. He's not going to test that chin. All right, coming up, Archuleta versus Pettis on Friday, May 7th. And the most anticipated match maybe in all of lightweight MMA, Anthony Johnson versus Yoel Romero. That is an exciting fight. Frank Mir praying Steve Cunningham hasn't trained in years, otherwise he is screwed. Billy Hughes, I think just based on muscle memory, I think he is screwed because Steve Cunningham was a legitimate stud. He's not that old. I believe he's like 42 or 43. I think he's only like a year older than Frank Mir is. Frank Mir is in a lot of trouble. Frank is over the hill now. People have always underestimated his stand-up. People who did paid. Look up a couple of Frank Mir's knockouts. Oh, he was very good back in the day. I just think the day is over for the most part. You see Cat Zingano warming up there in the back. Very good fighter in the UFC. And, you know what? The UFC would have kept her around. For people who don't know the history, she needed to take some time off. So I believe she had her contract was up and she wanted to take a little time off. She was doing some other things. And she ended up, for whatever reason, signing with Bellator. I think the UFC just really didn't want to wait. That's what it sounds like. And you see, Olivia Parker lost like 3 humans worth in 6 years. Damn, what an inspiration. She was 337 pounds. Yesterday she weighed in at 145.4. Wow. And I mean, I wonder if she got skin removed or if she lost all that weight. And she looks great. Her muscles look great. You don't see a lot of loose skin. Maybe in the face. But Olivia Parker, 4-1, 1 knockout, 2 subs. I mean, what an accomplishment to lose so much weight. I feel like Frank's comeback is going to go the way Chuck Liddell's did. Sucks. Those are 2 of my faves growing up. Me too, man. Channel, Cat Zingano. These are on Showtime. I don't know. Does anybody know? Are any of these showing anywhere else in the States tonight at least? I don't know. I know outside of the United States they're playing on YouTube. But they're doing a free 30-day trial for Showtime right now, I know. And then you can get 6 months worth at $4.99 a month. To me, this is so much better than the deal that DAZN has. DAZN's over $10 a month now. I think it's $150 for a year, and if you pay by the month, it's like $19.99 a month now for DAZN because they were just running out of money. Good idea. I like DAZN. I would be very surprised if they make it go. Wow. So for those that didn't hear the commentary there, Olivia Parker was looking to lose some weight at 337 pounds. Thought she was joining a cardio kickboxing class. Accidentally walked in on an MMA class, got talked into staying and fell in love with it. What a story. What a story for Olivia Parker. That is so great to hear. Think the UFC put the card on early tomorrow because of the big WWE WrestleMania pay-per-view. I didn't really think of that, but I think it could just as likely be because it's on ABC. When ABC has the NBA on NBC, I think they're usually early games. 8 of 11 wins by knockout or submission. 5 knockouts, 3 submissions for Kat Zingano. And I gotta say, she is looking very good. And at 145, maybe a healthier weight for her. I don't think she has to cut a lot of weight, if any, at 145. I'm not a big fan of big weight cuts, so I mean that's good to hear. R.I.P. the GOAT DMX, absolutely. All right, Kat Zingano 11-4, Olivia Parker 4-1. Olivia Parker a year older at 39, 4 inches taller at 5'10". She have a 2-inch reach advantage, 68 inches. And a women's featherweight feature bout here. Wrong decision in my opinion, RW. No one spoke evil of my girl Kat. All right, Olivia Parker, 3 of her 4 wins by knockout or submission. 1 knockout and 2 submissions. Olivia the Phoenix Parker, they're in the blue corner. And across the cage, I remember when she was undefeated in the UFC going into that match with Ronda Rousey. 11-4. Notable wins over Amanda Nunes, Miesha Tate, Raquel Pennington, Marianne Renaud. She is Kat Zingano. Referee, one of the best in the game, Todd Anderson. How I judge a good referee is kind of like, if I have to think, I can picture the person, but I can't think of their name. Great referee, like Jason Herzog. You don't hear a lot. DMX didn't die, don't cap. Damn, dude, he did. I'm out. Are you serious, DMX? Gotta be something. Yeah, dude, it sucks. No one speak evil on my girl Kat. She's a pioneer, been through hell. Losing her husband. Yeah, that sucks, man. She is a hell of a woman. Be back. Gotta watch a couple of his videos. All right, man. Yeah, R.I.P. to DMX. Yes, Adam Borics later. I'm also an Adam Borics fan. It's fun. I think he wins big tonight. Found it on my TV, but I think I'm having to pay for this package. Oh, that sucks, man. Completely forgot. Kat had a win over Nunes. Yep, and good takedown here for Kat Zingano in the closed guard of Olivia Parker. Good referee is like a good offensive lineman. Totally agreed, Adam. RKKS, y'all are going to make me lose my mind up in here. Right, man? Yeah, caught Zingano getting to half guard here. She's got to slip that right leg over and she can move to side control. She's got a very good head and armbar and things from side control. Either take the leg to the left. She can go to side control, whip it up to the right. She might be able to get mount. And Olivia Parker, she's turning. She might give her back, and she does. Oh, no. And Zingano slipping into mount. Wow, and that's just an experience thing there. Olivia Parker seemed a little lost as to what to do. And she just made Kat Zingano's job easier for her. Zingano with the back up against the fence. This could be a matter of time right now. She's got the hooks in. Oh, and now full mount. I know a lot of you guys are jealous right now, but control yourself. I know many of you would think you would love to be underneath that mount of Cat Zingano, but if she's raining punches down on you, I'm not so sure you'd be as happy as you think you would be. Hooks in. Good reversal by Parker. Olivia Parker, look at that. And, I mean, a girl with only 5 fights that started so late in MMA to get a reversal like that in a fight against Cat Zingano, I mean, that shows she belongs. But look at Zingano from the bottom. She gets the arm bar, and it is all over. And like I said, Olivia Parker, it's too bad she's not younger because there's definitely something there. At 39 years old, you know, she might just be doing this for fun. That's great. She made it to Bellator, but just Cat Zingano too skilled tonight. You just don't know them, says Adam. How much are you guys in the U.S. getting charged for Paul versus Askren pay-per-view? 25 pounds here. $39.99 is what it is here. So a little more expensive. Kat and JoJo were always my 2 favorite girl fighters. I'm a big Yunchechek fan. Of course, but I like Kat. I was a big Ronda Rousey fan. I know most of you guys do not like Ronda Rousey, but with my judo background, I followed her career well before she got into MMA. I knew who she was. So, and her mother. But Cat Zingano, I did actually get to see Cat Zingano live too in Boise, Idaho. One of the few live shows I've been to. And she got one of the biggest ovations of the night. She's very popular. Armbar. Yep, great sub. I have, it's fun. But she punches hard. I like it. Easy armbar. Favorite girl fighter would be Valentina Shevchenko. Oh, dude, the special forces badass lady. I know she's not officially KGB, but you know, I think that might be on the down low. All right, official time 2:56 of the first round. Cat Zingano by armbar. She is 2-0 in Bellator now. She is on a collision course with Chris Cyborg. Big John, good to see, on the mic. Good to see him. Oh, I love Big John McCarthy, man. Cat Zingano, 9 of 12 wins by knockout or submission, 5 knockouts, 4 subs. And a lot of people maybe don't like to talk about it, but finishes can be an issue in female fighting. And there are some women that get a lot of finishes, and then there's a lot of women's fights that go through that there's just not a big likelihood of finishing. But, of course, Valentina Shevchenko, Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, and then Cat Zingano. When those girls fight, you know there's a good chance of seeing a finish. Of course, Ronda Rousey back in the day as well. I don't think she ever went to a decision. She didn't. She got knocked out her last 2 bouts, finished all her fights before that. I don't believe she ever went to a decision. And speaking of women, also coming back, speaking of RR, her arch nemesis, and much nicer woman, I should say, Miesha Tate, returning to the UFC. I think a lot of people are excited about that. Still only 34 years old after taking a couple of years off. Got plenty of fight left in her, I think. Got the first Logan Paul pay-per-view. It was $8. I remember that. It was $8 on YouTube. He fought another YouTuber, right? Cat versus Cyborg. Hey, could be, man. I think that would be a good fight. Cyborg, is she fighting? Is she the 145-pound champ? In Bellator as well, or just the 135? I believe she's fighting. No, she's fighting at 145. She's a champion, right? Yeah. Because she said she couldn't make 135. So that's probably the reason they have 145. And tomorrow at night, there's Showtime boxing. So another good reason to have boxing. And they got Jerome Boots Ennis. Jerome 26-0, 24 knockouts. Here, a special guest on Bellator facing Sergey Lipinets tomorrow. That should be a great fight. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern today right here on Showtime. John Edis, what a beast. My wife finishes every fight we're in and I never win. What's up, PBR Street Gang? That's because PBR Street Gang's a real man and he doesn't hit women. I know how you roll. Every time I pull out some of my video games to play them, my cat thinks it's a bed for her to lay on. My cat won't leave my bedroom now. We have 2 big dogs, and she's decided all of a sudden now she just wants to be by herself. So she keeps hiding under my bed. I'm about to the point to get something to cover it. You know, cover the floor so she can't get underneath it. But I probably won't, because then she'll just lay on the bed. Jaron Ennis, what a beast. Yes, he is. They're going to feed Misha to Nunez. You think, Daniel? I don't think that would be smart for Bellator, but I wonder, you think Dana holds, you think Dana holds some bad blood about her leaving to ONE FC? I mean, I don't think he should, but it's also Dana. He can hold grudges. So he did tell her to come back. You know, Misha was on contract. She couldn't come back and fight anywhere else. And Dana wanted her. He didn't say, hey, we'll release you or anything like that. He's like, we want her. So it is not a effing Dane. Not sure what you're referring to there, Adam. Captain Buzzkill, what is up, my man? Hey, doing good, man. The Dragon or Darth Vader tonight? I gotta take Darth Vader, but man, you never know. Oh, didn't tell us about the package. Spike the like. Oh, so the deal with the package that I had to leave for the ONE FC. I apologize I couldn't finish that. So I have a scanner and printer that I had to use for my work, and I had to buy it myself because I'm a business owner. But what it does is it communicates with the Mission headquarters, Mission Foods headquarters in Texas. And some crackhead stole it when it was in the store. I had it on a pallet of product. I went to the restroom real quick, and a crackhead stole it. I tried to track it down with my Tile tracking app, but I was unsuccessful. It's not quite as accurate as you would think. I'll try to not make this too long. But, so those guys, they kept on not sending me my machine. It's supposed to be overnighted from the company. Well, I told them on Thursday, they failed to send it out, and then they took off Good Friday, took off the weekend, refused to send it out on Monday, for whatever reason, sent it out Tuesday, and then the deal Wednesday, was it supposed to be here by 8 p.m. on Wednesday? My wife was waiting by the door, and the FedEx person, I got a thing on my phone that I had missed a package. So I look on there, so I go down and talk to my wife, and I said, hey, what happened to my package? do you have any idea? Did anybody knock on the door? She's like, no, I've been waiting here. Absolutely nobody's knocked on the door. So I go outside, there's no tag. The FedEx people have definitely not been there. And I have a Ring doorbell, so I go back on video. There was nobody ever here. So that's why I was so pissed. So I ended up driving to the sorting facility in Everett because I haven't been able to check in product. I can't bill the stores for the product, so I've been losing money every day. I'm out a significant amount of money for not being able to receive product or to sell it to the stores. I was able to make a couple of paper invoices, but they said it was going to be too difficult to have too many paper invoices. I'd have to punch them into the machine eventually and have them online anyways. So I was driving down to the sorting facility. Then they wouldn't let me in there. It was a whole hullabaloo. I told them to save it for the next day. It was another day I couldn't write an order, couldn't sell anything into my stores. And then I had to wait there and picked it up finally at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. So I went a whole week without it. So that was, if you heard me getting upset in the background, that's what that was all about. That guy went to the wrong address. There's a similar street by here. A number. I'm on a drive. There's a street that's the same street name around the corner, and I think they probably went there. But yeah, I was pretty pissed. DMX is the only rapper to never sell out, in my opinion. Dude, he had the respect of everybody too, and in the rap game. In gangs, Bloods and Crips, everybody said, hey, this is a guy that can walk anywhere, garner respect anywhere he goes. So, yeah, it really does seem like that. What's up, Greg Brimstone? Says Captain Buzzkill, what's up? I have Bader getting revenge tonight. TKO in third round ground and pound. As long as Bader don't rush it, sticks to his game plan, you should pull out victory. I'm going to say Bader by ground and pound. I'm going to say the second round. But, same thoughts, man. I mean, it wasn't a fluke the last time the Dragon knocked him out. It very well can happen again. Well, it certainly can. I mean, Machida is a lot older. Man, you're going to make me doubt myself, Arcade. I don't remember the last time I picked differently from Arcade Chaos and was right. I agree. I think Bader rushed too hard last time. Machida knocked him cold. Never a wise move to chase the dragon. No, it's not. Vader will probably win, but I'm rooting for Machida. Nice. Gotta order me a nice DMX poster for my arcade game room. Yeah, he was definitely came out with some great, inspiring music for those of us that loved working out and just I remember, I'm old enough, I'm 42, I'm old enough to remember when people actually went to clubs, for one thing, when DMX was the hottest thing on the playlist, and you go to the club, and you're dancing to Up In Here. I didn't do a lot of dancing. I got married at 22, I got married at 20. My first kid was born at 22. But, no, I go out with the wife, and yeah, that was a favorite. Nobody knows that better than Vader himself. He does not want that to happen again. I don't think it's going to happen. X gonna give it to ya. I love it, Greg. Only thing I fear is I'm never gonna fly. What? Are you okay, Adam? I must have missed something. He battled depression his whole life. Felt sorry for him. The man, the world in the palm of his hand, didn't know what to do with it. Absolutely. And here comes Adam Borics. This kid is a stud. I mean, he is very, very good. I mean, not a household name, but 10 of 16 wins by knockout or submission. An incredible flying knee, the pride of Canada. Yeah, you can see that replay, that flying knee knockout against Nikolov. He did it against Aaron Pico, won by flying knee. That's when his name first win on my radar was when he knocked out Aaron Pico. Knocked out Pat Curran, the ex-champion, also with a flying knee. Death Baiter, but be the dragon. Not only a great lyricist, but he's also an underrated actor. Cradle to Grave was a good movie. One of my favorites, man. One of my favorite martial arts movies was Jet Li. Yeah, he did a very good job in that. Exit Wounds, great movie too. That is DMX. Damn. Yep. Billy, great movie. Listen to his CD. Nice. Do they still sell CDs? No. No. All right, Adam Borics 16-1, Jeremy Kennedy 16-2. Kennedy a year older at 28 years old. Both men 5'11", half an inch reach advantage for Jeremy Kennedy. Adam Borics' only loss of his career to former champion Darian Caldwell. Nothing to be ashamed about for that. Darian Caldwell is an absolute stud. Can't believe I picked up his greatest hits at Best Buy for $1.47. Oh, damn. All right, out of the blue corner. 16-2 with 8 finishes. Out of British Columbia, Canada, Jeremy Kennedy looking to get another tattoo slash on his side. You can see he's got a mark for every fighter he's defeated. There is 16 of them. All right. Out of the red corner with notable wins over Pat Curran and Aaron Pico. Both second round TKOs. 16-1. The kid, Adam Borics. Kevin McDonald will be the referee. Still buy CDs, only from my favorite rappers, though. I only buy CDs of NWA now. Adam Borics really looks like the main actor from Never Back Down. Another good movie. I was thinking that was a good movie. All right, here we go. Kennedy in the blue gloves, Borics in the red. Nice inside leg kick. There from Borics. Nice 1-2 there from Borics. Oh, heavy hands early from Borics. Another combination. Kennedy swinging for the fences. These guys wasting no time filling each other out here. Nice outside leg kick there from Kennedy. Good straight left there from Borics. And Jeremy Kennedy, I'm sure this is the first time he's had a fight where he's got a game plan for a flying knee. But against Borics, you definitely do. As Borics lands a nice uppercut in that combination. I mean, with 4 flying knee knockouts in Bellator alone. Exchange of leg kicks there. Nice left hook inside there from Kennedy. And Dean Hamper dropping the hammer. Thank you, Dean. Good to see you. $20 super chat. Man, the myth, the legend, the Dean of Mean. Dean Hamper up in here. All right, Kennedy tying Borics up here against the fence. Adam Borics really look his place called Record Archive. They put like 20 CDs in a bag for $5. You have no clue what they are. Mess around with them once in a while. Hey, that's fun. 50 Cent asked me my favorites all time. Red Gloves got them combos. Yep, last one was all worship CDs. Not even the biggest fan of rap, but DMX is one of the guys. Good bands and rappers. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm not a huge rap fan either, but DMX was very good and talented. Dean bringing the fire tonight. Let's go Pops for the wins. Hey guys, Mike could use a few more thumbs up. Well, thank you. Thank you, Dean. Yes, make sure you hit that thumbs up or I will send I will send the Dean of Mean over to kick you in the big toe. I agree, Dean. Let's get the likes going. Thanks, guys. Red Glove's gonna KO. Blue corner isn't moving his feet. All right. And Adam Borics taking one to the boys. Unfortunately, there. As a knee didn't look real egregious, but it doesn't take much in that area to put you in pain, as most of us in here know. 140, 139, 138, 37, 36, 35 sync you up on the fight clock. Good left hand there from Borics. Kennedy, man, he really reaches with that front leg. Puts a lot of weight on it, much like a karate stance, but even more so, just keeps it. I mean, what a big target. And they exchange leg kicks, but I swear I could kick that leg all day. The way he's got it out. He has his leg so far out, it almost looks like it's deformed. That is a really interesting stance. I wonder if he got that from wrestling. Nice right hand there from Borics. With cowboy boots. Nice. Yep, put on DMX or Tech 9. I'm instantly a rap fan. Need to charge my phone soon. Be back soon. All right, thank you. Who wins? What's up, Patricia Salazar? I think Bader will win tonight. I think Borics will win this one, but good takedown there from Kennedy. Like I said, that stance looked like a wrestler's stance, and he gets the takedown here on Borics. I still give this round to Borics unless Kennedy's able to do something amazing. Borics pops right back up, kind of a do-nothing takedown. Not a lot of damage done. And the first round is over. And in between rounds, thank you again to the Super Chats. Super Chats, Nuka-Cola early. And now the Dean of Mean, Dean Hamper coming through with the big 20 spot. Thank you, as always, to our premium members. I usually read from one, so I read from the other. Brock Ellery, John Coffey, Phil D187, Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR, Street Gang, Arcade Chaos, and my friend on the mic, Mike, the co-star of the show, Billy Hughes. All right. Kennedy's corner telling him highs, lows, the takedown is there. Obviously it is. He got a good takedown towards the end of the second round. So, wow, guys, even as an MMA channel, I almost feel like I should do a dedication video on DMX, even though he's not an MMA guy. I feel so many MMA workouts have been done to that music. Nice low leg kick there from Kennedy. Definitely inspired a lot of fighters who remembers when Mike Tyson came down against Francois Botha? I mean, just goosebumps covering my entire body. Everything goes dark and you hear DMX's voice. And, and it says, why must you be so hard-headed? And then you see the entourage come. You see the black skull cap he was wearing at the time. And Iron Mike Tyson comes out with the white towel on. And it was just a very memorable moment. Nice right uppercut in the left hand there from Borics. A little over a minute into the second round. And just like DMX's fight, life was a struggle, and Tyson's was that Francois Botha fight. I really felt like Mike Tyson was fighting with himself. He had difficulties there. Nice 1-2 there from Borics. I actually got a point taken away for trying to break Francois Botha's arm. Nice body kick there from Kennedy. Borics punishing that front leg again. If I'm Borics, I am just taxing that front leg of Kennedy. I mean, it is such a big target. Nice 1-2 there from Kennedy. Another leg kick there from Borics. Borics being patient here. Both of these guys, very patient, very professional. And both guys that show that just because you're patient, you don't have to put on a boring fight. Borics nice left hand there from Borics. Borics trying to, overtax the stimuli of Kennedy with those feints. Good head movement from Kennedy. Nice inside thigh kick, though, from Borics. Tyson would do anything. Proven. I wonder if those guys hung out. They did at one time or another. I'm sure they did. Nice combination there from Kennedy. The straight right upstairs, outside leg kick. Jeremy Kennedy doing very well here in this second round. Good jab there from Borics. And, this is a close fight, I believe. This is going to be another hard one to score. Could have some more controversy on the scorecards. Good jab there from Kennedy. Nice leg kick from Borics. Borics just needs to remember to keep that left hand up when he punishes that front leg. Borics throwing the hands there. Lands that left hook at the end. And his jab is so wicked. You can see he's cutting Kennedy's face up. Oh, and look at Kennedy masking the takedown. Borics following it all the way through, though. Stops it easily. Kennedy lands a right hand at the end, though. But Kennedy's face is a mess. Holyfield and Tyson having a beer after work, right? It's like, you guys remember the old Looney Tunes commercial with the cartoon? Ralph, and I can't remember his name, but it's like the dog and the dog and Wile E. Coyote. Every day they're beating the crap out of each other, and then at the end of the day they ring the bell and say, see you tomorrow. And Adam Borics looking to take money out of Jeremy Kennedy's tattoo artist's wallet. Oh, head kick there from Borics. A left hand and a head kick. Good, great head movement from Kennedy, though. You might have thought he was hurt there, but he dodges a barrage there from Borics. And I got it 2-0 for Borics. Jeremy Kennedy, I think, has, he's put forth a respectful effort, but I think Borics has won both rounds. We'll see how the judges have it. Who you got, Diaz or Leon Scott? Man, I love me some Nate Diaz, but I gotta say Leon Edwards should be a huge favorite in that fight. Probably about 8-1. Morning, Ralph. Morning, Sam. Yep, you're right, Adam. I remembered Ralph, but I didn't remember Sam. Yep. Good shit. All right, and John McCarthy agrees with me on the scorecard. Adam Borics, 2018. I think Jeremy Kennedy needs a finish here. I don't think he'll get it, but I think he needs a finish. Nice 1-2 there from Borics to start out the third round. Good left hook there from Kennedy. And Jeremy Kennedy's got to be wondering, he's got to be like, hey, don't I deserve a showcase fight? Some of these guys are getting showcase fights. Why do I draw this tough SOB? I'm 16-2. Nice left hook there from Kennedy. And maybe so. Oh, nice left hand there from Kennedy. And maybe some people thought Jeremy Kennedy was going to be Adam Borics' showcase fight. That's a dangerous showcase fight, though. Oh, there it is. There's that leg kick. He put all that weight on it one too many times. As I was saying, the whole fight, Borics floors him with the leg kick. And wow, and I agree with McCarthy actually saying he should have let Kennedy try to get back up. Borics immediately covers. But, Borics winning this fight, it looks like either way. On top of Kennedy in the half guard. Here we go. Super Toxie 1. Toxie's back. Hey, how you doing, my man? 30 of you beautiful SOBs up in here. Make sure you hit that like button. If you like what I do here, I will send the Dean Amin over to your house to kick your toe with cowboy boots on. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see me fight for real. Guys, I know your dog loves MMA. I know your cats love MMA. Your mom loves MMA. She may not know it yet, but why shouldn't she subscribe to Fights with Friends? 10,000 subs by the end of the year, guys. Whenever it hits, I will fight in a real combat scenario. Whether it's boxing, MMA, judo, jiu-jitsu, no headgear or anything. I promise you that. It'll be real human combat. Oh, a beautiful sweep there from Kennedy, but Borics able to get position here. Oh, Borics stands it up anyways. I bet he's really wishing that he would have let Borics get up earlier now. But, man, that front leg, you can see Kennedy not putting any weight on that now. He has been putting all his weight on it this entire fight. And, he is just spent. Machida is out. Mario Yamasaki, I poked him locker room. Yeah, no, Mario Yamasaki hasn't been in a while. Neither has been the retired Mario Yamasaki. Used to be a regular here in the MMA chat room. I wonder what happened to him. Hope he's doing well somewhere. Does Leon's jiu-jitsu fare well against Nate's? Nate could take down Leon when he gets tired. Nate's got the much better jiu-jitsu. I think Leon's he's just going to cut Diaz up. I think he's more likely than not to be the first fighter to ever finish Nate Diaz. Well, of course, Masvidal did it on cuts. It was stopped because of cuts. And that may be the result again. But I got Leon Scott by knockout in that fight. And Kennedy leaning on Borics here at the end of this round. And I really got to agree with John McCarthy. Huge mistake by Adam Borics earlier, not making Jeremy Kennedy to stand back up after he floored him with that leg kick. Ride or Die was started by DMX. That's my story. Sticking to it. I'll fight you, Mike Shansu rules. What's up? Bruce the Iron Lion Machida up in the house. Says fighting Eddie Hotch on BKFC May 21st. Hey, good luck, my friend. We'll have to have you on the show before then. Oh, there's the flying knee late from Borics. Hope training's going well. Hope everything, hope you're doing well and healthy, Bruce. And I know the Fights with Friends family, I'll be rooting for you on May 21st. If you tried Masvidal's tequila. No, I haven't. Is it good? Hey, of course, man. Daniel Curlin says, alrighty, main event, let's go. Well, it's not the main event yet. Liz Carmouche still up tonight. McCarthy, Gabe Borics, the third. I will as well. It was pretty close, though. Kennedy made it very close, and it shouldn't have been. I feel like Borics should have backed out after flooring Kennedy with the leg kick. And make him stand back up and fight. I think Borics maybe could have gotten the finish. Hopefully he doesn't regret it. These judges have been a little squealy tonight. Oh, and it was a little off balance there. But man, that was a wicked leg kick there from Borics. Kennedy's he's really got to work on that stance. I don't recall anyone ever standing quite like that, making that front leg as big a target. Even karate guys. Oh, Jesus, Joe Blow. Really, man? All right, Adam Borics, 52-31, outstriking Kennedy. 31-19 in punches, 18-11 in kicks. Kennedy with the 2 takedowns. Really didn't do much with him, though. And I'm going to say 30-27. For once, I don't feel like that last decision was as bad as John McCarthy did. All right, there we go. 30-27 from the first judge. And 2 29-28s. There you go. Now we're back on track. Unanimous decision. The kid, Adam Borics. Tough style for him. I think he learned something there, though. I think he could have gotten the finish, like I said, after that leg kick. Moves to 17-1, though. Must suck for you. Yeah, definitely doesn't sound like fun. All right, guys. 31 of it. You bad SOBs up in here. And I should, in honor of DMX, I should say up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Right, I don't know who's next for Adam Borics, but that is a dangerous dude. Wow, and Jorge Masvidal just came out on Yahoo Sports today saying to Colby Covington, he says, we'll fight, but we'll fight when I say so. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. It's not what I would have said. Not the way I would have put it, but Adam Borics will definitely really be watching that fight between Pitbull and AJ McKee. He was also in the featherweight tournament, was Adam Borics. Like we said earlier, lost to former champion Darian Caldwell. And up next, former UFC female standout Liz Carmouche takes on the 22-8 Vanessa Porto. And I know fight fans will always remember Liz Carmouche because she was in the very first UFC women's bout in the inaugural title fight between her and Ronda Rousey. And she gave Ronda a big scare in that first round. For those who remember, she actually had the backpack on Ronda Rousey. And, I mean, any Ronda Rousey fan, or all of us maybe, were very, very nervous. Something was going to happen there. Number 2 in the division, Liz Carmouche. Wasn't able to get a title in the UFC. But it is not out of, in my mind, it is, not out of the range of possibilities that Carmouche becomes a champion in Bellator. Vanessa Porto, she's got 11 knockouts in her credit, 4 submissions. Vanessa Porto, I'm not real familiar with her. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember seeing her fight Carmouche, a big favorite tonight. I imagine she's, she should win this. If this goes as I think it should, we should see Liz Carmouche calling someone out. Carmouche, she's won 5 of her last 7 fights, both in Bellator. Number 2 ranked woman in the world. Well, in Bellator, I should say. All right, guys, here we go. That is one bad-ass bitch, Liz Carmouche, and I say that with all sincerity. First coming to the cage in her Bellator debut, Vanessa Porto. And now I don't feel as embarrassed for not remembering her. This is her first Bellator debut coming out of Invicta. So now that sounds familiar. I might have heard the name, but I've only watched one Invicta ever. It was the one Kayla Harrison was in recently. But Porto is the former Invicta FC flyweight champion. And, of course, there's been a lot of good female fighters to come out of Invicta FC. The Karate Hottie Michelle Watterson, former champion, at a weight that is more suited for her, honestly, 105 pounds. Women's atom weight over there in Invicta. Some people think that maybe there'll be an atom weight division added to the UFC eventually. Maybe eventually. I don't think anytime soon. There's weight classes I would rather see before that. But Charles Thiel, you still in here? How is that tequila, man? I love tequila. What does Machida look like? Is he fit and ready to kick face, or fat? Ready to kill the buffet after the fight? I want to root for Machida. He didn't look fat at the weigh-ins. Liz Carmouche, 9 wins by knockout or submission, 6 knockouts, 3 subs. She is the number 2 ranked women's featherweight fighter. And she looks ready to go tonight. She always looks ready. Former Marine. And yes, you can never take that away from her. She will always be the first woman to step into the cage in the UFC Of course, even before Ronda Rousey, because she was announced first and was waiting in the cage for Ronda. The Gorilla. All right, Liz Carmouche 14-7. Vanessa Porto 22-8. Both women 37. Vanessa Porto a tiny 5'2". Carmouche 4 inches taller at 5'6". There will never be an atom weight division or a 165-pound division as long as Dana's under control. I know he has said that, but he's said a lot of things. All right, with 15 wins by submission or knockout, 11 subs, 4 knockouts, 12 in the first round, 22-8 as a professional, Vanessa Porto. Another one of these Brazilian women that have been invading MMA recently. All right, with notable wins over Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade, Caitlin Chukagian, Lauren Murphy, and Jennifer Maia. She is the first female of women's MMA, the Gorilla, Liz Carmouche. Kevin McDonald, the referee for this one. Haven't seen Mike Beltran in the first 2 Bellator on Showtime yet. He's usually their most active referee. And no touch of gloves there from Liz Carmouche. She says, no thank you, I'm ready to get to business. Nice inside leg kick there from Porto. Carmouche, the former Marine, takes that attitude into the cage with her. Nice inside leg kick there from Carmouche. Porto kicking Carmouche in the body. Good leg kick check there from Carmouche. Oh, sharp hands there from Liz. Good combination. Let's go, Gorillas! Greg Brimstone. Yes, yes. Nice leg kick there from Carmouche. Oh, good inside leg kick there from Porto. A lot of these fights starting to look like Thai fights recently with all the leg kicks. I think that's something eventually that people will get used to, but they haven't yet. Still a very, very effective tactic. A good inside leg kick there from Carmouche. And Carmouche, patient. Oh, nice outside leg kick there from Liz Carmouche. Front kick to the body there from Liz. And Liz was not re-signed by the UFC. She bought the UFC's excuse for not re-signing her. And, it sounds honest enough. She was just coming off of a title fight. She was dominating in that title fight. But, nice inside leg kick there from Porto. Carmouche said that they told her, you're too dangerous. You're not a champion, and you're too dangerous for these other girl prospects. We don't want you beating these younger prospects. So we're going to part ways and wish you good luck. And, I buy that. I don't think Liz really has any reason to lie about that. Does make her sound good, I guess. Nice outside leg kick there from Liz. Superman punch from Carmouche. Good jab there from Porto. Down to the last 2 minutes of the first round here. Good leg kick there from Carmouche. I like to see Carmouche open this up and be a little more aggressive here. But I think she's really filling Porto out. Oh! Nice body kick there from Porto. And Vanessa Porto, like I said earlier, just 5'2". Expect Carmouche to maybe look for a head kick. Oh, and a nice body kick there from Carmouche. I could see her mixing it up. Nice straight right there from Carmouche too, right on the chin. And Carmouche again checks another leg kick. That one coming in a bit slow there from Porto. Good exchange there, but all Liz Carmouche here in the first round. Nice inside leg kick there from Carmouche. Good body kick from Porto in the left hand, though. Vanessa Porto having a moment there. Inside leg kick there from Porto. And it's interesting. What are your guys' thoughts on Bellator? Bellator's in quarantine also, but I mean, you can visibly see this cage is huge compared to the one the Apex Center's been using. So, you know, I wonder why Apex has been using such a small cage. I mean, is it a space thing? Is it a, you know, they just figured without the crowd, that's a good way to, you know, encourage guys to have more action? I don't know. Easy first round there for Liz Carmouche, 10-9. And like I said, I'd like to see her open it up a little bit more in the second round, but I think she's just trying to get Porto's timing down. And, I mean, Porto had a few moments there. And with tonight's judges, with any time in MMA judges, you don't want a whole lot of close rounds. And, I mean, ideally, of course, you never hear those guys. You make their job real easy. Wouldn't that be great? If you went to work and if somebody else did their job, you don't even have to do anything. You could just sit back and drink cocktails. And I pretty much guarantee you that there's a lot of those referees that consume some alcohol. Do they check those guys' cups before the fights? Nice straight right there from Carmouche. You would think if you get to the point you're judging a professional MMA fight, you could go 3 hours without an alcoholic beverage, but doesn't seem like it for some of them. Nice outside leg kick there from Carmouche. Big right hand down the middle for Porto. Oh, right hook for Porto. Carmouche times it. The gorilla going for the takedown. Oh, and great takedown defense here from Vanessa Porto. This may be her Bellator debut, but she is starting to make a good account for herself. Carmouche working Porto, wiggling her back and forth, trying to get that takedown. Exchange of knees to the legs and even a foot stomp attempt there from Porto. Good knee to the body from Carmouche. And there's a good thing there's a 125-pound division for Carmouche, because I can't imagine her taking another ounce off that body. I mean, she is shredded. Change the knees to the body once again here. Kevin McDonald looking in. Maybe going to break this up. I don't know how many of you listened to the recent podcast with George St. Pierre on the Joe Rogan Experience. But and Porto going for a standing choke, and that was the opening Carmouche was waiting for. Dumps Porto on her high knee, but Porto pops right back up. GSP actually seemed to disagree with Rogan on the stand-ups. Says this is an entertainment game. If there's not action going on, you should stand the fighters up. And I believe with I agree with GSP on that one. I just feel like that's a necessity for the sport. You just can't have an inactive fighter laying on top of somebody for 4 minutes. I understand Joe's point as well. But at the end of the day, this is a sport. It's not a fight. Good knee there from Carmouche. Porto answers, but Carmouche with the harder knee. And Porto, such a great center of gravity. Another good knee there from Carmouche, because, I mean, Carmouche, she's got great wrestling and judo. And Porto doing a great job breaking free. Back to the center of the cage. Nice outside leg kick there from Porto. Stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop, says Adam from Allen. Am I the only one in 2003 that wanted to go out and buy a yellow Hummer because of DMX? Nice body kick there from Gorilla. Porto answering with one of her own. And Carmouche checking another one of those leg kicks. Maybe the guys need to take a lesson from her. She's been checking a lot of Porto's leg kicks tonight. Not that Porto's putting a lot of fire on those leg kicks. Nice front inside leg kick to the front leg of Porto from Carmouche. Brock Ellery, what's up? Got a new kitten. Apparently, it thinks it's a parrot. That's funny. Hey, I'm a big cat fan, man. I love my cat. But I love my dogs too. Where my dogs at? No, I got two big dogs too. But and they coexist fairly well. I have one dog that really doesn't like cats. I did catch him chasing the cat around the yard one day, so we got to be careful about that. But she does a pretty good job defending herself. She's quite the hunter. But congrats, Brock. That's awesome. Nice inside leg kick there from Porto in the second round. And I have it 20-18 Carmouche. Just when you have these rounds where there's not as much activity, though, and you leave it to these judges, you just, you just put your career in the hands of incompetent human beings sometimes. I'm not saying all judges definitely are incompetent, but, man, sure seems like there's some that are. I mean, Liz Carmouche, I mean, does she not look like a friggin' superhero? She's got to be the most ripped woman in MMA. I wonder if she's too muscular, honestly, sometimes for her own good. I wonder if she actually cut a little bit of muscle, went up to 135, if she would actually be more flexible. I mean, I guess, I don't know that she's the stiffest fighter, but Liz Carmouche not making a big statement for a title shot in the first two rounds, though. Carmouche with a finish here, you would think moves from number 2 to the number 1 contender. But even though Carmouche is winning, she's definitely been in more exciting fights. Nice inside leg kick there from Porto. Those are just entering that don't know. I know he's not an MMA guy, but a lot of fighters have walked down to his songs. Unfortunately, DMX passed away yesterday. He had had a heart attack from a relapse and overdosed. And unfortunately, the world is without a great musical artist and actor. Nice outside leg kick there from Liz Carmouche. Inside leg kick from Porto. And hopefully this is the calm before the storm. The main event coming up next. Machida and Bader. But I really expected these women to be more exciting tonight. I mean, Porto not giving Carmouche a lot to work with, who got a finish in her last fight. But it's not like this is the first slow fight Liz Carmouche has been in either. Nice inside leg kick there from Porto. Straight right from Carmouche. Left and a hook and a right there from Liz. I think it goes to something that I've been talking about in a few streams here recently. It's a lot of fighters that are great counter punches, great counter strikers that need to learn how to lead the dance. Sometimes you get two counter strikers in there, and just nobody wants to lead the dance. And I'm not seeing, either one of these women really trying to lead the dance. Nice inside leg kick from Carmouche and a left hook. I mean, Carmouche easily up on my scorecards, but just, I think she could do a lot more to try to finish the fight. Carmouche, a little slip there. Almost helps her, though. Goes for the takedown. But, not able to get it as Vanessa Porto has had great takedown defense tonight. I don't know how Porto's submission skills are, but I mean, most of her finishes are in the first round, I believe. But at this point, with 2 minutes left, you want to win the fight. Shit. I mean, maybe you let Carmouche take you down. Maybe you just pull guard and go for a submission. Carmouche, one of the hardest outs as far as finishing her, though, in MMA. And like I said, even though Carmouche, not much body fat there, really strong for 125. Porto also, I mean, she looks like a bodybuilder and, a much smaller friend to put all that weight on. She's only 5'2". Nice uppercuts inside there from Carmouche. Porto with the knees inside, and Liz Carmouche may have to go back to the drawing board. This may be one of those cases where a fighter becomes less likely to get a title shot after a win. Good knee to the body there from Porto, but it's just not enough action for my taste in this. Nice elbow there from Carmouche, but inside leg kick there from Porto. Left hand there from Carmouche. Another inside leg kick and a good body kick there for Carmouche. Carmouche bringing the hands out. That was a combination, but too little, too late. I thought Carmouche should have went with the body and head kicks much earlier in the fight. She had a lot of success with the leg kicks. And she was checking Porto's leg kicks. Oh, nice right hook and a left hand there from Carmouche. Puts a hurting on Porto at the end of the round, but where was that earlier? He's 30-27, easy Liz Carmouche. Next fight, guys. That was about as entertaining as pissing in a paper bag. All right, the rematch. Ryan Bader. The Dragon, Lyoto Machida. Up next, the rematch. The first one, Bader checking, Bader rushing in, Machida catching him, getting the knockout. Can Bader get revenge? Ryan Bader, 27-6, 12 knockouts, 3 subs, warming up in the back. Lyoto Machida, 26-10, 11 knockouts with 2 submissions. Number 4th ranked light heavyweight in the Bellator light heavyweight division. All right, guys. Ryan Bader, Lyoto Machida up next. Darth Bader versus the Dragon. And let's go to the poll here, guys. I think these scorecards should definitely be a finality. All right. Easy 30-27. Liz Carmouche. Almost a waste of our time even waiting for the decision there. About as much of a waste of our time as that fight was. And I don't say that often, but that might be one of the worst fights. That might be one of the worst fights that I've called, to be honest. All right, guys, still time real quick to vote, but 91 of you voting so far. All right, guys, you see 91 of you voted, 49% Bader by finish, 18% Bader by decision. Only 33% of you have the Dragon winning tonight, 18 by finish, 15% by decision. You see Ryan Bader warming up in the back. And we'll see how you guys called it. Everyone knows Bader's grown since the loss to Machida in UFC. That's why everyone picking Bader. I got Bader too. Jahangir, good point. Boxing history made. Long time. Fights of friends. Subscriber, Bader knocks him out in 1-2. I agree. I picked Machida by decision just for the smell of it. Organic Pete, are you around? RW said Bader by KO. And Brady Austin, also Bader by second round KO. So make sure you let your voice be heard for the next poll. Since it's in the morning right after this fight, I will put the poll up for tomorrow's main event. As the Trailblazer Kevin Holland fights for the second time in about 3 weeks against the Italian badass Adam Vittori. Did Machida win? Just got back. No, hey, you haven't missed the main event, man. Perfect timing. Co-main was a joke, and not a funny one, man. Okay, now it's time for the main event. I hope they both just have a good time, right? Lyoto by KO. What's up, Crypto Knight? Crypto Knight taking Lyoto by KO in the minority, but you're gonna be looking good. Hey, if you're into crypto though, you were in the minority, and you're laughing all the way to the bank right now because there's a lot of crypto millionaires out there right now. I'll tell you, I went I told a friend actually to buy Vetcoin. He's like, what? He was looking at buying new crypto, and I said, check out Vetcoin. So he was like, okay, I'll check it out. And he ended up buying it. 2 days up over 30%. I didn't buy it. I didn't have any free cash, but I'm happy for him. Darren Till has been ripping Victoria a new one on Instagram. I've seen that. They've been going at it. My inner karate mid-school kid was always rooting for Lyoto. Right? It's such a nice guy. I mean, who doesn't like Lyoto Machida? Lyoto Machida giving us, some of the greatest memories. That knockout, historic knockout over Rashad Evans. That was a scary knockout. But, one of the scariest moments I've also seen, or one of the most vicious, at least, in MMA, was when John Jones caught Lyoto Machida in that guillotine choke. And let's go. And Lyoto just looked like he was dead. I'm sure a lot of you remember that. So, man, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm rooting for Lyoto, too. I don't have anything against Bader. I do really like Lyoto Machida, though. I like both of these guys. Just a great guy. Bader's had his championship. Of course, Machida had his in the UFC. Arguably, the bigger championship. But a little surprising that Bader and Machida fighting each other in the very first round, though. I mean, props to Bellator. I'm not sure, financially, that doesn't seem like the best decision, but it's a great way to kick off a tournament for the fans. Because, I mean, you could have put these guys opposite each other and hope to keep getting fights out of them. I mean, it's a lot of name recognition. Some of the most in all of Bellator. When JJ beat Machida, I was depressed for like 2 weeks. I hear you. Adam from Allen says Lyota's last stand. And here he comes, making his way to the Bellator cage. The former UFC champion, the Dragon, Lyoto Machida. Number 4 ranked light heavyweight in the Bellator light heavyweight division. He has breathed a lot of fire in his career. Maybe the best karate fighter in the history of MMA. I mean, if he's not, who is? Captain Cake says, let's go. Some people might say Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, but Thompson doesn't have that important C next to his name for champion. And Lyoto Machida, of course, he's not going to have the speed and reflexes he had the first time these two fought. Bader still arguably at the end of his prime at 35 years old. Machida now on the wrong side of 40. So, and I like Machida's attitude, saying I'm focused on the here and now. You gotta be. You can ask a lot of stars and former stars. The cage doesn't care about your past successes. And here he comes, Darth Bader, coming down to Rolling Stones, Paint It Black. Great song. Great walkout song here from Darth Bader. A successful UFC career, a much more successful Bellator career. 2 weight division champion, Ryan Bader, held the light heavyweight and heavyweight championship simultaneously. Hard to dislike Vader. He's a good guy. I think both of these guys are some of the good guys in the sport. And both, I think, guys that prove that you don't have to talk trash. You don't have to be an asshole to sell a fight and to gain fans. All right, tail of the tape. 27-6 for Bader. 26-10 for Machida. Machida, though, 5 years older at 42. Bader an inch taller at 6'2". Reach is going to be exactly even at 74. Reach is going to be very important for Lyoto Machida. As, of course, he likes to, keep people out on the end of those strikes. All right, guys, the main event is here. Sponsored by the Super Chats. Thank you from Dean Hamper, Nuka-Cola, and thank you to our premium members, Phil D187, John Coffey, Brock Ellery, Billy Hughes, Arcade Chaos, PBR Street Gang, Milton Nelson, and Greg Brimstone. Thank you for supporting the channel. It is the main event of the evening. Let's get it on! With notable wins over Gegard Mousasi, Ryan Bader, Randy Couture, Dan Henderson, Chael Sonnen, Vitor Belfort, Rashad Evans, and Mauricio Shogun Hua. He is the former undisputed UFC champion of the world, Lyoto the Dragon Machida. And in the blue corner with notable wins over Fedor Emelianenko, Linton Vassell, Phil Davis, Rampage Jackson, King Mo Law, Antonio Nogueira, Rashad Evans, Owen St. Preux. He is the former light heavyweight and heavyweight champion, Ryan Darth Bader. All right, Daniel Curlance is excited for this one, and I am excited for this one, especially after that last fight. That fight put a bad taste in my mouth. I need a chaser. That last fight, I feel like I was promised a Pepsi and somebody gave me their piss bottle. Guys, Borics won unanimous decision. Captain says hyped. All right, guys, here we go. And the white gloves here for the light heavyweight Grand Prix here in Bellator. Those will no doubt be worth some money one day. Nice outside leg kick there from Lyoto Machida. Of course, we all know Bader's game plan. He's going to look for the takedown, but he's also a pretty damn good striker on his own. Nice outside leg kick from Machida. Even reach for both guys at 74 inches, but Machida very good at using that reach. He makes himself a lot longer because of his strike. Because of his stance, that karate stance. I like the white gloves they use in Bellator. Nuka-Cola! What's up, my friend? You weren't in earlier. I didn't get a chance to thank you for the donation, but thank you very much, my friend. Adam from Allen says, howdy, Billy. Hope you're doing well there in Allen, Adam. Nice outside leg kick there from Machida. Oh, good body kick there from Machida. Oh! Nice side kick to the body there from Bader. Machida with the head kick. I'm sure Machida will be happy to get into a kicking contest with Darth Bader. Nice body kick there from Machida. Oh, and Machida making Bader miss bad. And a good body kick there from Machida. Again, Machida looking very good here at 42 years old. I mean, I know this karate guys, they're very good at, hitting and not getting hit. But at 42, this is very impressive so far. Nice inside leg kick from Machida, and you can tell there is still some speed on those hands. And styles make matchups. Machida, of course, got the knockout the first matchup. It's been many, many years, though. Now in the rematch, we'll see if he can do it again or if Bader can get revenge. Good 1-2 there from Bader. Of course, Bader is saying it was very hard to get back down to light heavyweight. He had been defending that heavyweight championship at the same time. And then all of a sudden, that light heavyweight cut became, quite the labor for him. Minute and a half left here in this first round. First round of this light heavyweight Grand Prix fight. Machida barely misses a Superman punch there. Lyoto looking good. He's got to keep moving. I agree. Nice inside leg kick there from Machida. 5 rounds is a long time with Darth Bader, though, and a nice left hook catches Machida's chin. Bader's got heavy, heavy hands, as a lot of wrestlers do. A couple of nice right hands there from Bader and a good left hook. Ryan Bader cut the cage off there for a moment, starting to find the range. Great body kick there from Lyoto, though. Nice 1-2 there from Bader. And but those people that put money on the underdog Machida have to be... Oh, head kick for Machida! And a flying knee for Machida. Lyoto Machida showing that the dragon can still breathe some fire. And Bader going for a takedown. Machida, great defense here. Big knees to the head from Bader! 2 big knees to the head. Machida putting a hand down there to keep from getting stride. But what a first round. Wow. And that first round by itself maybe made up for that skunk of a fight in our co-main. And there is some DMX for those that are listening. Stop, drop, settle down, open up shop. And Lyoto Machida setting up shop on Ryan Bader's body and head. What a head kick. And I don't know if I recall the last time I seen a cutman, or if ever, putting a bag of ice on the top of the head of a fighter. I'm not sure what's going on there, but apparently his brain's hurting. RIPX, yes. Great DMX. Cosmo Santacola says 10-9 Bader. I'm going to say 10-9 Machida. I like it. It gives him nothing outrageous, really. What's up, the Maxo? All right. And McCarthy gives Machida the first round. They're going for the head kick again. There is Machida. Oh, great body kick there from Lyoto. Oh, nice body kick there from Bader. And I mean, between these two fighters, these guys have defeated so many greats in the history of MMA. Two future Hall of Famers in my mind. Of course, Machida, the former UFC champion. Bader, 2 weight class Bellator champion. Don't forget tomorrow, for those that are watching right here on Showtime at 6 p.m., Ennis versus Lipnitz. That should be a great boxing match. But also don't forget UFC on ABC tomorrow. Guys, the prelims start at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Nice body kick there from Lyoto. Machida just so focused. Bader, you know, he was going for the takedown at the end of that second round. Couldn't get it. I would like to see him go for it again if I'm in Bader's corner, though, because he was very effective with those knees in the clinch. Nice outside leg kick there from Machida. When Mike going to be on Street Beef? That sounds like a great show. I've honestly never heard of it. What's cracking? Hey, you having a good night, Maxwell? Total kicks landed. You can see 16-2 in favor of Machida. I will never forget Bader for beating Fedor's Maxwell. What is Street Beef and how do I get on there? Are you challenging me, Captain? No. I joke. But, Bader cutting off the cage again, but nice right hook out of the corner there from Machida. That's when Bader had success in the first round. Big left hand there from the southpaw Machida. And a jab and a big right hook from Bader, and he finally gets the takedown. Good combination, the jab and the right hook, and the takedown there from Bader, and now Lyoto Machida is in a world of hurt. If Bader can hold Machida down, he has some ferocious ground and pound. 90 seconds for Bader to work on the ground is a long, long time. Big left hook on the ground and pound there from Machida. And this is not a good position for him either. Machida up to one leg. I mean, a Machida, you know, he has good defense on the ground and good takedown defense for a guy that was never a wrestler. If you're Bader, you're going to look to grab that right foot of Machida and scoop it up. And he just leans forward to keep him down. 45 seconds left in the round. And, I mean, this fight just definitely, I mean, you know, two stories here. Bader on the ground, Machida on the feet. Bader... You know, he's landing a shot about every 5 to 10 seconds. But from Bader, it only takes one. Heavy, heavy hands. Street Beefs does backyard MMA fights on YouTube. Oh, dude, I cannot believe I didn't know about that. I am checking that out right after this. Big shots from Ryan Bader. And like I said earlier, do not forget tomorrow UFC starts very, very early. UFC on ABC. The prelims on ESPN Plus, and actually will start at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and I know my European friends will be very happy about that because they don't have to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch some good fights. Street Beefs, the bald ginger dude. All right, you guys know about the backyard MMA fights. Get that subscriber count up there, guys. I mean, if maybe your alter ego wants to subscribe. Get us up there to 10K, guys. We haven't had a subscriber count during the event in a while, but we are at 6251. Sure would be nice to get to 6260 by the end of this. All right, guys. Round 3 of 5. Opening round of the Bellator Grand Prix. Spinning kick to the body misses for Machida to open up the third. And I imagine the longer this goes, the more this would favor Bader. But a hard weight cut for Bader. Remember, he had went up to heavyweight. Stiff jab there from Bader. A nice outside leg kick. Machida lands another head kick. And a good body kick. Machida at 42 years old. He's the same age as I am, so I know your cardio drops a little bit as you get on the other side of 40. 4:20 left here in the third round. Just sub. Thank you, gift of nothing. Nice body kick there from Lyoto. Thank you, Daniel Carlin. Yes, thumbs up, guys. Machida fell victim to Yoel Romero's ground and pound. That knockout was vicious. Oh, nice right hand there from Bader. And a good left hand there from Bader. Of course, coming up the... Oh, man, a big right uppercut from Bader. Body kick from Machida. This is a war. 2 all-time warriors turning the clock back here on Showtime for Bellator 256. What a great way to start this Grand Prix tournament. Nice right hand there from Lyoto Machida. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about anyone, but maybe it's a good thing if they're going to sign so many old fighters. You know, I do have to mention Bader, you know, Bellator doesn't have USADA drug testing levels like UFC does. Good takedown there from Ryan Bader. So a little more liberal on their testing policies. Who has the better KO, Anderson Silva on Belfort or Machida on Randy Couture? That's a great question. I would rank both of those. I can't choose between those. Those were both great knockouts. Good right hands there from Bader. Short elbows. This is for my dogs. R.I.P. DMX. Yes, yes. And Bader taking the fight again where he wants it. And, I mean, he might have won the round because of the takedown in the ground and pound. Most likely did. Most likely this is a round apiece. Good right hand there from Bader. Machida doing a good job to minimize damage on the ground here tonight. Oh, that was a vicious body shot from Bader. You could see Machida grimace and a big elbow from Bader. Damn. It was a hammer fist, excuse me, from Bader. And Lyoto turning on his back, pulling full guard now. I mean, you could just imagine what the odds are for Machida by submission. Imagine that. Blood coming from Lyoto's nose now. Oh, big right hand there from Bader. And two more right on the forehead. Those are vicious. And Machida eats some elbows there, has no choice but to go to his back there. Though another elbow, Bader could finish this here at the end of the third. Good short elbow there from Bader. I mean, Lyoto Machida looks very uncomfortable, to say the least. Nice shots there from Bader. Oh, big elbow to the body there from Bader. Machida just really has not had an answer on the ground to Ryan Bader's ground and pound. Another big elbow from Darth Bader. And that may be 2-1 in favor of the former champion Bader. And some Rage Against the Machine playing in the background. Guys, I'll tell you, I hope they get this shit under control as far as all this quarantine shit, because I have tickets to see Rage Against the Machine in the Tacoma Dome. I'm not so sure it's going to happen, but June 17th, I'm counting down the days. Oh, wow. Listen to the replay. That elbow cracking Lyoto Machida. That was horrible. All right, guys. Going into the championship rounds, the former Bellator champion leading 2-1 on my scorecard. And that left eye is looking horrible for Lyoto. All right, guys, here we go. Know your enemy. Yep, you're right, Gift of Nothing. Man, I remember when the first Rage Against the Machine CD came out. I mean, that thing had so many scratches on it. I listened to it so many times. Nice uppercut and a low leg. Oh, man, both guys land, but Machida might be hurt. A right hook and a right uppercut from Bader. Big combination. Both guys landing big shots. Bader getting the bigger shot, though, and now Bader getting the takedown, and Machida might still be rocked. Dana White is a prolific Rage fan. Yeah, I heard he ended up in the mosh pit at a Rage concert. Captain Kick, if Joe Rogan ever actually does, when he actually does pass, the internet's not going to believe it for a good week. And Bader got a lot of time to work this time. 3.5 full minutes left here. Pushing Machida up against the fence. Down. Rage equals awesome. Sorry to hear about Joe. They were formerly Rage Against the Machine. Now they are Rage for the Machine. What's up, Damon Stout? I do like one thing that they're talking about. They said they would not do a socially distanced crowd, which means I'm probably not seeing them on June 17th. It's probably going to get postponed again. I had tickets to see them a friggin' year ago. That's always been my dream concert. I've seen Prophets of Rage without, the super group, without Zach, that had Be Real from Cypress Hill, and Chuck D from Public Enemy. And then I seen in a small venue here in Seattle, great small, the Moore Theater here in Seattle, I seen Tom Morello perform, and that was great. He did some stuff from his Night Watchman group. He did some raid stuff. He did some audio slave. Oh, nice hammer fist there from Bader. But it's not the same without Zach. That's going to be fun. Even if I kind of wish they had a little different stance on some things right now. Joe Rogan is like Tupac and Biggie. Never dies. Seen so much R.I.P. Joe Rogan during the election. Made no sense. That is kind of when the meme started, isn't it? Big right hook there from Bader. What's up, Damon Stout? That's cool. And their tickets that kill me nowadays. I got some of B-Reel's dabs I smoke on. Nice. Oh, yeah. Ticket prices are ridiculous, man. But Rage, I will give a big shout out to them because they made all the tickets the same. Guys, me and my kids are in the pit. We're on the stage for $150 a piece. I bought those tickets now, over a year ago. Well over a year ago. But hopefully I get to see them someday. Big right hands there from Bader. Big elbow. Oh, another big elbow from Darth Bader. Oh, another big right hand and a hammer fist. Will Lyoto Machida get a stand up one more time before this fight's over? Get one more chance at the knockout. It was Bader that hurt Machida in the exchange on the feet in this round, though. Machida almost getting a reversal there. Very close. Bellator didn't re-sign Mike Goldberg. He should go to PFL and announce there. I agree. Yeah, I was a bit sad by that. I was a bit saddened by that. But I'm glad they got Mauro Ranallo. That guy is, a legend. Crush that like buttons, please. Their self-titled album has to be one of the most iconic album covers of all time. Oh, dude, the most iconic. Is there a better album cover ever than? And that was that burning Buddhist monk that was a real dude that burned himself in protest. Now I could be getting this wrong. I felt it was in. I don't remember for sure where it was. I want to say in protest of the Vietnam War, but it could have been Tiananmen Square. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe somebody knows. Burning Monk, hell yeah! I've been trying to make my next show Modest Mouse. Never heard of him. Sorry. I got tickets for the pit for the Spice Girls reunion. Well, that too. What Billy didn't tell you is he also has tickets right next to me. I'm just going to support him. Prime Machida would never lose to Bader. I think so too. Free Tibet was the protest. Thank you, Billy. You guys think Vader would have beat DC? No. I don't think he'd beat DC now. Well, maybe now, but not a year ago. Nice left hook there from Bader. Great leg kick there from Machida. And you see John McCarthy gave Ryan Bader a 10-8 in the last round. Certainly could be on some of the judges' scorecards. Nice inside leg kick there from Machida. Big right hook from Bader. Will Machida be able to get the finish again? Bader gets the takedown and Machida looks exhausted. Just remember Billy and Liam also have pit tickets for the Spice Girls. See you guys at the Spice reunion. Bader was only a top 10 in UFC and never had enough to be champ. There with the likes of DC, John Jones, etc. I agree. Yeah, Daniel Cormier is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Nice body shot there from Bader. Was in protest persecution of Buddhists by South Vietnamese Catholic government. Thank you. Huh. True, Billy. I think he's getting a little up there, but Oh, and Bader taking the back now. Oh, Machida up to one knee. Oh, Bader is great with those uppercuts from underneath, though. I mean, ask Fedor Emelianenko if Ryan Bader has power. Oh, big knee to the body there from Bader to soften up Machida. Drags him back down to the ground with a little over 3 minutes left here in this fight. And Lyoto Machida looks like a man drowning, just trying to get to that life preserver. Nice right hands here from Bader. One thing you always say about Ryan Bader is he has great cardio. Another big right hand here from Bader. And a big body shot there from Bader. And, I mean, you got to give it to Machida at 42 years old. The heart here, I mean, he is really working to get up. A lot of fighters would just concede here. Nice right hands there from Bader. Oh, that was a bomb. Oh, and another. And that busted Machida's jaw open. You got to hope he doesn't have a broken jaw. Now you can hear Bader really breathing hard. He's really been working this round. And he goes to the body and then back to the head. Nice little shovel elbow from the bottom there for Machida, but he eats another right hand for his effort and a knee to the body. And big credit to Bader for continuing to work for the finish here. You can tell he is getting tired. He's working in spurts here. Nice right hand. Machida to a knee. But Bader's... Oh, big elbow for Machida. Wouldn't that be something if Machida knocked him out with a back elbow right there? Oh, and Bader able to grab that foot and lift it up, though. Bader just so adept at wrestling. Machida is standing, but he's still in a bad position here. He's got his hands down, so Bader can't knee him to the head, but Bader pretty easily drags him back down with a minute left. Will there be a finish? Here it comes. Couple of big right hands there from Bader. You see the heel kicks. Oh, Machida heel kicking to that kidney desperately. Oh, and Bader just pounding on Machida, though. I mean, he is beating him like that nail that pisses you off, that one that you hit it and it goes sideways and you got to nail it to get it back out straight. Wow, big elbow there from Bader again. It looks like Machida will go the distance. Those elbows to the chest really don't help. And Machida's just got to be like, man, can you stop? Wow, dominant second half of the fight for the former Bellator champion, right Darth Bader. And you got to wonder, will that be the end for Lyoto Machida? He definitely showed that he belongs in here. Great way to kick off the Bellator Grand Prix. And you see a big gash. He sliced Bader's head open with that elbow. Lob one in there, Lyoto. Bader once again dominates using his ground game and size. Yep. Sounds like it's going to be 1-1. Maybe a trilogy, but it would have to be soon. They're getting old. Yeah, Bader's only 35, but Lyoto at 42, yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot left. Bader's a good Bellator champ. I agree, Adam. Rumble versus Yoel? Yes, please. Yeah, May 9th, that's coming up. And the winner of that may end up facing Ryan Bader in the future. All right. right, you see strikes landed. The Stat Masters have it exactly double for Bader, 84-42, 67-11. Punches landed. I don't know if I buy that, but 27-2 for leg kicks in favor of Machida. But really, the only stat that is positive for Machida. And we await the judges' scorecards here. I said, do not forget tomorrow. UFC starts at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern for the early prelims. Main card starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. 49-46 on the first card. And two 49-45s. Going to the next round, Ryan Darth Bader. And mad respect to the Dragon, Lyoto Machida. I mean, at 42 years old, that was impressive. Great first round. He had some good moments on his feet. Just could not stay off his back. Cheetah's an all-time great combat sports athlete. So humble. Just competes with respect. I agree. So how long before Peter fights again? Peter? Peter, you on? Bellator, lives of the UFC's sloppy seconds. Not a bad thing, though. I love Bellator as well. I love them on Showtime, man. This is a good fit, I believe. Daniel says, you're awesome, dude. Glad I found this channel. See you tomorrow. Well, thank you, Daniel. I will see you tomorrow. I will not... I'm not going to commit to 8 a.m. though, because I don't think I'm going to be done with work in time, and I don't want to be rushing that. That is my, that business is my main money maker. This is kind of still a hobby for me. One day, hopefully, it's a little more than that, but if it's not, I have a ton of fun doing it. Met Peter the Pumpkin Eater. Oh. Extraordinary Pete, Showtime is next level production value. For Bellator, makes them look legit. They are legit. They are legit. They just have to accept it. They have to stop shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, they got Viacom backing them, for God's sakes. That's one of the biggest, richest companies in the world. They own MTV, Comedy Central, Showtime. CBS. Sure, yeah. And, speaking of networks, UFC on ABC tomorrow. Got to wonder if when Bellator will be on CBS. I think it'll happen eventually, because Strikeforce ended up on CBS at one time. So, Bader defeating Machida. He will take on the winner of Anderson and Shimuradov, Corey Anderson and Shimuradov on April 16th. Nakon versus Davis. And, of course, Yoel Romero and Rumble Johnson, the other fights in this first round. What a light heavyweight Grand Prix. You still got Ryan Bader out there. You got Yoel Romero, Anthony Rumble Johnson, the champion Nemkov, Corey Anderson. This is an incredible Grand Prix. I could not think of a better way to start Bellator on Showtime than this light heavyweight division. So many recognizable names in this. Bellator, a lot of good fighters. I don't think they know how to use them. And the ones they do use, they don't use them right all the time. Paramount was running it on cheap as possible. Yep. Methods, Showtime doesn't need to do that. They are established to broadcast combat sports already. I agree, Billy. Nemkov versus Davis 2. Anderson and Corey Anderson and the other one next week. Versus that guy that I can't pronounce his name if I don't see it. But, all right, guys, just real quick, let's bring up tomorrow's card here for the hardcores that are still in here. We'll bring it up on the display capture. And right now, get ready to vote because right now, or well, I guess I can't while I'm still live, but I'm going to post, as soon as this cuts, I will post a poll for Adam Vittori and the Trailblazer Kevin Holland. All right, guys, here we go. Vittori versus Holland up tomorrow. All right. Main card, like I said, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific from the Apex Center. Early prelims starting very early. I was wrong, 8:30 Pacific. Impa Kasangane versus Sasha Nikov. I mean, Impa got hit in his last fight so hard. He got knocked down to the early prelims, I guess. Let's go through the prelims. Jorgen De Castro versus George Donho. That's a standout. Hunter Azur versus Jack Shore. Jordan Griffin returns against Luis Saldana. Joe Selecki tries to make his name off a veteran, great lightweight Jim Miller. Jim Miller has had like 26 fights in the UFC. I want to say he's like second or third for all-time fights in the UFC. And then the main card, Mike Perry, the platinum one, taking on Daniel Rodriguez. And he's a slight underdog in this one. Mackenzie Dern returns against Nina Nunez, who will also be a slight favorite. Nina Nunez, a bit surprising. Friend of the channel and my good friend, Smiling Sam Alvey. In the 3 spot, guys, will take on Julian Marquez. And you know what we say about the 3 spot. The 3 spot is the G spot. It has been there has been some great fights in that 3 spot for whatever reason. Co-main event's going to be Arnold Allen versus Sodiq Yusuff. Two very underrated guys at featherweight. Then the main event at middleweight, Marvin Vittori. I think I said Adam earlier. I'm not sure why. Marvin Vittori taking on Kevin Holland. Holland coming in a big underdog. But remember, ESPN Plus and the main card will also be on the big boys ABC. We network, baby. MMA has gone legit. I think Holland has his hands full and he better quit effing around. Oh, he better. Oh, if he pulls that, I don't care if he fought 5 times, won 5 times in 2020. If he pulls that crap again, Dana might cut him. Join with Fights with Friends group on Facebook. Plus like and subscribe here on YouTube. Follow Seattle Mike on Twitter. Yes, thank you, Billy Hughes. You can find me on Twitter, Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends, because there is not enough room to put Fights of Friends. And the Facebook community has gotten very active. People are, I guess, coming back on Facebook after the election. And guys, this is a private group. It's an invite only. So if you send an invite, let me know. But thank you for those of you that have been so active recently. I've been enjoying interacting with you guys on there. So if you're not signed up for the Facebook group, make sure you take care of that now. If I can get to the damn share button here. Oh, here he goes. And I see 2 new member requests. Somebody found me. And here we'll put the link here. Boom. I mean, to be fair to Hohen, I'm pretty sure Khabib was egging him on the whole time. Oh, that's funny. McKenzie cringe thickness turn. I kind of like McKenzie. Most of the fighters from Strikeforce went on to be champions in the UFC. Very true. Dana White saw, Scott Coker, I missed all that, made a mistake giving up Strikeforce. I agree. They could have competed against the UFC very well, possibly could have been better than the UFC. They were very good. Very good production, everything. Dana White saw that, took advantage, gave Scott Coker a fat check, and Coker took the bait. Dana White is a true businessman. Hey, but you know, Coker came back. Most of the fighters from Strikeforce went on to become champions, yes. Make a Discord for the channel, Mike. Yes, I need to get on that. Super Tech Tricks actually has me one set up, so I got to get on that. I've never even used or seen Discord, but I guess the old dog's got to learn some new tricks. People have been asking for it. I need to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to get some sleep because I got to get in a full day of work before tomorrow's stream. Now, and especially now that it's an early stream. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses early tomorrow.